So I have some new and really disturbing video footage from the border for you today. This is coming from one tiny part of Arizona, and the most disturbing part of it is the sheer numbers. 16,800 illegal immigrants. They're out here in massive groups with bonfires. And you have the current administration telling you that the borders are not open, that they are securing the borders and everything is okay. But every piece of footage we see, every piece of evidence that comes out is showing the complete opposite. Let me play the clip for you and I'll share you my thoughts. So far in this little area of Arizona, in just the last week, 17,000 have been identified. Those are the ones that have been identified, not the ones who just went through and are now in our country without even being processed. This video is going viral in a number of places, and one of the things I like to do is take a look at the comments of the people who watch videos like this. It sort of gives me a gauge on where people stand, liberal or conservative. And I was alarmed to see how many people actually looked at this video and blamed conservatives for this, said this is the conservatives' fault. They never solved this problem. And of course, they brought up some things from the past that are really quite out of context, some of them not so much. And I'm not saying that the conservatives have been perfect on this, and certainly Republicans have not been perfect on this. There have been opportunities for them to address this in the past, but to put the primary blame on conservatives or Republicans is ridiculous, because we clearly know, and especially during Trump's administration, there was a massive push by Trump and conservatives to solve this problem, to put up an entirety of border fence and more border security than that. Not just a fence, because you can go over a wall, you can cut through a wall or go under a wall. There has to be more that goes into it than that, but it needs to start with that. And Donald Trump was moving in that direction. And there was one group and only one group that was stopping him. And those were the liberals and the Democrats. And under Joe Biden, he has essentially sold off all of the wall that was paid for. And now we are essentially seeing open borders in the United States of America. It is undeniable. People are just walking in if they want to. If they're processed, they still come into our country and they face a trial a few years down the line if they go to the trial at all. And many of them, probably at least half of them, aren't even being processed. They're just walking into the country. Under the Biden administration alone, in the last 3 years, there are some estimates that put it at 3 million illegal immigrants have come into this country. And we're talking about a cost of about $500 billion to try to take care of these individuals. And when I say take care of, I mean medically, housing, food, cell phones, education, and more. This money doesn't just come from nowhere. It comes from the local communities that are having to deal with this problem. Mainly the states in the South have had to deal with this issue. But recently, in the last year or two, they've been shipping a lot of these individuals up to the north, primarily because they can no longer take care of this problem on their own. And now we've seen the northern cities, especially the inner cities, starting to realize the truth. This is overwhelming and unsustainable. Yet, we still see our current administration doing nothing. I personally believe that this issue alone should eliminate Biden from becoming the next president of the United States, and it should certainly secure Trump becoming the next president. Because anyone who looks at this and says that we don't have a serious problem on our hands, this is no problem. People can continue to pour into this country. We can handle all of it. They're either liars, they're delusional, or they're looking for the United States to collapse under this pressure. As I see new footage from the border, I will continue to show it to you on this channel. If that's something you want to see, subscribe. I do know sometimes that some of you might get tired of seeing this stuff, but I think it's important to be reminded of what's really going on in this country without sugarcoating it or trying to hide anything from you. Of course, leave your thoughts on this below. I'll catch you on the next video.